This is Kennedy Lake behind me. If anybody, probably lots of you are going to be familiar with Kennedy Lake. It's the largest lake that you pass on the highway, on the right-hand side of the highway, when you drive to Tofino, BC on Vancouver Island. And Ucluelet, BC is just past where I am now and hanging left. And I'm on my way home from helping some friends. And I got an email from a Ucluelet resident, guy that grew up there. Actually grabbed your email, I kept it on my phone. I was gonna get a hold of you and see if you want to come and bullshit on the camera with me about all the experiences you had around here. But I just couldn't do it, I didn't have any time. So, and it's Monday, so you're probably working, I'd imagine. But I'll read this email that was shared to me from a resident here. And then I got some things to do in Port Alberni on the way home, and I'm gonna try to stop at various places along the way home and do some random videotaping and get some emails done and shared. And but I'll do it where there's lots of activity from these other beings as well, right? What the hell, why not? That's what I seem to be doing all the time. And then what else? Just recently, a father and son pair went absolutely vanished in my hometown, right in my backyard, and coincidentally, basically exactly where I sit and do. I've done numerous videos from up there. You know those epic mountain backdrops that I have behind me? I'll put a still shot of it right here. And these fellas' truck was parked basically a stone's throw from where I sit right there and share emails. And these guys are very, very capable men from Mount Currie. The Mount Currie residents, their generations go back since the beginning of frickin' time here. They're very capable people in their own backyards right here in these mountains. And I'm not home yet, and I'm gonna go up there. But apparently they had tracking dogs, couldn't even pick up their scent. They flew planes with thermal cameras on there, didn't pick up any heat. They've absolutely vanished. And that really sucks. So I was talking to David Politis. As soon as I heard that one, I was talking to David Politis for a bit in the other evening, and he informed me of some other ones I wasn't aware of. And there's a grand total of 7 capable people have gone missing between Mount Rainier and my home just this month. Very capable people. And it just really sucks because this is going on far more than the majority of us know about. You know, like I've always say, I urge you guys to listen to Dave Politis' channel. If you think the government gives a shit, you're kidding yourself, because they don't. Nobody really cares, all right? And if you look at the numbers of the people that disappear, vanish, and you look at the amount of attention it gets and the amount of exposure it gets to the public from mainstream media or the government, it's nothing. It'll break the case. They'll put up an article in a newspaper, a Facebook post, maybe a quick blurb on the Tuesday afternoon news, and then maybe a quick follow-up 4 days later, and that's about it. Nobody really gives a shit. And the majority of the population sits there glued to the screen and gazes at it. Says, oh man, that must really, really suck. Why doesn't the government do something? And then they flick the channel, and then it's over with and done. It's done. Imagine being the families of those people, those missing people. So basically who it is up to do anything about this is up to all of us. It's all up to all of you, right? I mean, how much do you really give a shit? How much do you really care if your neighbor goes missing? So what does a person do? I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, when you can't pick up the scent when tracking dogs can't pick up the scent, the pickup truck is right there to load them up with scent, and they can't pick up anything, something's up. That's not normal. Maybe it is normal, but it's not normal enough. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't normal, but it's definitely not normal for what we know on average. And do I know what's possibly taking people, if it's people that are being taken? I've got a hunch. I listen to the intelligent people that are investigating this more than I am. And I listen to them. And do I find it disturbing? I find it very disturbing. Especially since in my neighborhood right there, those 2 men went missing last Thursday. And just down the bottom of the valley and up the next side within eyesight is where a young couple went completely vanished a few years ago as well. And then if you travel south a few kilometers across Lillooet Lake and get up in those mountains and start pushing into Golden Ears Provincial Park, if you get up into the head of the Pitt River, the Pitt River area, you're going to get into where dozens of people have gone missing. Dozens. never found. All right, and sadly, unfortunately, there's a lot of odd things that go on in all these areas at the same time. Odd things as far as things in the sky, lights, just odd things, oddities, odd to us on average, right? And it really, really sucks. Do I find myself nervous to go in the woods? I don't know, man. You know what? I spend the majority of my time alone in the woods at home. This November, I will be solo in those exact same monster tracts of forest. I'll be alone. Probably almost 30 days straight. Okay? And is my head going to be on a swivel? Of course it is. But think about it. If it's not foul play from humans, it wasn't a rock slide. If it's something that's beyond our power, our recognition, I don't think we're going to have a hope in hell if you are the target either way. You know, in a way of describing that, it's like when a lot of times I've had hunters come up north to get a lot of people that are paranoid, I call it. They're really scared of grizzly bears, and they're asking about the grizzly bears all the time. They're trying to just get them to accept it. It's like, look, if a grizzly bear is so intelligent and so stealthy, and we are so feeble with our senses, if they want to kill you, they're going to kill you. There's nothing you can do about it. They're too fast, they're too cunning. All they got to do is sneak up, get downwind of you, stalk you properly, and kill you. And even if you have a gun, you're not going to be able to react fast enough. You're dead. That's all there is to it. They outclass us. But if we were in tune with our sixth sense, they wouldn't be able to do it to us, would they? Right? If we were absolutely in tune with our sixth sense, not too much, you'd be able to sneak up on us and get the upper hand on us. It wouldn't happen. And that's another reason why I've been pushing for everybody to look into our sixth sense and teach your children about it. You know? It's another whole other topic, but anyway, when I get home, I'm going to look more into the disappearance of these two people in my backyard and see what I can find out, and I'll share it all with you, and we'll keep everybody talking about it, which we should, okay? Okay, here's from a local right here. Listen to this. Thanks for being you. My name is Sean Deacon, 55-year-old Ukilet local, a few clicks out of town by the junction. I just watched your last short vid where you received gifts. Something told me to watch it, and you said you're on your way, possibly already here in our fair town. I grew up here, moved away for years, and then returned. I'm much more comfortable out here in the woods and water than the city. Long ass intro. Anyways, I came across the videos a few years now. They've helped me and continue to. I've had encounters right here in this area, and know others that have had as well. East Main, West Main, Kennedy, Tokart, Maggie Lake area. But the East Main day had me running like a little boy. From a low voice to tree knocks to effing rocks thrown, broken trees, blocked trails. But the silence, then the smell, I never forget it. I've been watched, have seen the glow of eyes that change in the dark and disappear, only to reappear somewhere far away without a noise. Hey, bears, cats, wolves, all here. All can do loop circles around us silently, but these were not any of the above. A bear on two legs walks much differently, short ass. Sasquatch, boss of the woods, whatever you want to call them, changed me. Lights and night, unexplainable occurrences, experiences that seem unbelievable, all of it. Should you still be around here, watch the skies here, my friend. There's a lot of action. I'm not looking for anything, just following my gut. After hesitating for so long, but wanted a place to talk about it all. Not looking to be on a video, just looking for more info and evolution of understanding. And yes, I'm looking forward to a secure platform. May feel more comfortable for many of us to share, especially during these times of this pandemic. Accelerated program, it seems. Be and travel well. Enjoy your time here. No response required. Tourists, they're still here, man. Careful out there. Chew. Okay, thanks for that email, man. And there's definitely no surprise to what's been going on around here. I spend more time in the water just off Ukilet than I don't during the summertime since I was a kid. And you can just see, I think I've shared video angles of all the timber over here towards Tokart and everywhere else, and shared them online with everybody to see. You know, one blatant connection, one blatant common factor with a lot of these sightings is it's almost to the point now, if you see reserve lands, reserve communities on the coast or wherever, even inland, you don't even have to ask. You already know there's going to be a plethora of sightings all around those communities. There just is. Why? I don't know. Other people are going to know for sure. I haven't looked into it myself, but that's a fact. You know, and Tokart Bay, there's community there. Where I live, Mount Currie, there's a couple communities there, and it's just nonstop. These beings are in those communities, visiting them at nighttime and walking around, and things are going on. It's just nonstop. It's very, very predictable. But anyway, I'm going to get moving along, but I took some video scenes of Kennedy Lake here behind me. You can probably Google it up. There's tons of sightings right where I'm standing, all around here. All the way from here, all the way past Pearl Bernie, past Tofino. What's it called? Mears Island in Tofino. Some native friends of mine in Pearl Bernie were telling me there's still stuff going on there nonstop. It's endless. But anyway, I hope everybody out there continually speaks about these people that keep going missing. All right. But like I said about a grizzly bear, how they outclass us, and if they want to, they will kill us because we are not in tune with their sixth sense. Just imagine if there's something a little more intelligent than that yet, which I'm certain there is. And do I think it's the Sasquatch beings that are responsible for all these people being taken? Myself personally, not that I matter, my word counts, but no, I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe the very odd one, but for the most part, you got to think about how many thousands of experiences there are between human beings and these other beings, and it's been reported, so obviously the people lived, and out of those thousands of experiences, nobody's losing an arm, losing a leg, or getting bites taken out of them or whatever, right? It's usually a boulder flying by their head, screams, yells, chased. They just want us to take off. They don't like us. They don't have it. I don't know why they respect us as much as they do, but they don't like human beings on average, okay? They want us to stay away from. They don't want to hang out with us. Obviously, there's a handful that do somewhere around in various parts of North America, but on average, they don't want anything to do with us, and they scare us away. So, all the people going missing, there's a lot of people out there who report of other beings that are the enemy. They are evil, and they are taking people, killing them. I don't know any of this firsthand myself. All I can do is relay what people say, what people share with me. And but it's up to all of you to take in every little bit of information from every little place you can, and then you put it together and you figure out what makes sense for you. And stop looking at somebody like me or anybody else for the ultimate answer. All right? There isn't a human being on the planet that's just going to hand deliver you the ultimate answer. And you are to take that as platinum, etched in granite. You need to figure out who is very intelligent, straight up, who's more than likely has a lot of knowledge, has looked into a lot of different avenues on various topics, the topics that you're interested in. And you need to listen to them and take from them what you can, what you need, and put it together for yourself until somebody ultimately comes up with the 100% facts of exactly what's going on. I do know that there is a handful of people out there who have been taken and have been returned. But that's not what I've investigated and looked into myself. I haven't spoke to those people firsthand. I've just heard those stories secondhand from other people who have spoke with these people. Am I ready to just go blurt out what I think or what other people have told me online? Well, like I said before, if you blurt out something that somebody made you promise you won't repeat in confidence, well, then you're nothing. So, and if you can't respect that, too bad. But what I will say is I'll say enough to at least give your brain a kickstart, so that if you are interested, if you're curious, or it's going to help you or a family member, you're going to start digging, and you're going to start looking. You're going to start looking at different directions and different possibilities, right? That's what you have to do. That's what all of us have to do. And then and come up with some answers, and more importantly, come up with a way that we can protect people while they're out here in the woods. If it's out in the woods you want to be. David Flatus, he's nonstop telling me not to go out in the woods without a personal tracking device, which I do have. I'll admit it. I probably forget to bring it or turn it on more times than not. Probably just out of habit. I've been doing it long enough, but this stuff going on close to home, right in my backyard, that's got me a little on edge. I'm not happy to hear about it. I'm looking forward to getting home and finding out more about it. And hopefully somebody comes up with the answers to what's going on, man, because it sucks ass. It just really, really, truly sucks ass to observe and watch these human beings go missing. And you can I couldn't imagine what the family's going through. And it's frustrating because, you know, as well, we're almost like a bunch of little worker bees. You know what I mean? We're all like a bunch of little worker bees. We got our head to the grind. We're going. We're collecting the honey for those queen bee and her partner, whoever it is, in the main center of the hive. And all of a sudden we look around, we notice that 10 or 12 or 15 or 20 of our co-worker bees got squished or killed or murdered, never made it back home, and then we just go back to what we were doing and grinding away in tunnel vision at working our asses off and bringing the honey back for the queen, right? It's just my goofy way of describing shit, but it's just too bad, because if our entire community was as tight as one would hope, then we would have 10,000 people fighting to get to that same patch of woods where those two men disappeared, and combing those mountains and every single one of them until we found an answer. But anyway, be safe out there. Travel in pairs. And don't just look ahead and look behind you. Look up as well.